Hello, my name is Steve Barrett. I'm the Editor-in-Chief of PRWeek. Delighted to be here with Christine Sear, who's Senior Director of Marketing Communications at Unilever. But more importantly, this year, Christine, you're our Chair of Judges for the PRWeek Awards. So welcome and thank you for being our Chair this year.
Well, thank you very much and thank you for the honour, Steve.
So what do the PRWeek Awards mean to you? You're a regular judge and you're our Chair this year. What do you think winning or aspiring to win a PRWeek Award is all about?
Many things, especially because I think you've embedded 3 questions in there. So in a good way, because there is so much of value from not only a judge's perspective, but from an entry perspective as well. For a judge, we have the opportunity to look at the breadth of the landscape of the work that is going on. And work in PR is so exciting at the moment to see what the evolution of campaigns and programs are, to see the work that the agencies are doing. It affords a judge an incredible vantage point in being able to look at not only the agency's work themselves, but the type of work that is going on. When you are handed your binder and you are looking at the spectrum of entries in your categories, you can't help but think that what you've been handed is an agency's most proud. The work that they think is important that they've done, the results that they've had. And that sends a signal, it telegraphs right away what an agency is putting forth. And it's something that you take with you no matter how well they fare in walking away with an award or not with an award, but the fact that there is a commitment from that agency to put their best work in front of a cadre of judges that really is the highest caliber that our agency can gather.
Yeah, that's an interesting point you make there, actually, because the judging process is very rigorous. We're at 75 senior judges from the client side and the agency side. So what you're saying is that win, lose or draw, actually you're getting your work in front of a big group of senior clients, for one thing.
Absolutely, clients or just even your peers. Your peers. So just imagine the flip side of it being, if an agency did not submit anything, would it signal in somewhat senses, did they not have any work that was good enough to submit?
Yeah, it's a good
and so
point.
you'd want. I think you are certainly, in a sense, it's about judging. So you're judged on the fact that you have that dedication to your craft, to want to put something in contention.
And by the same token, the quality of the entry is exceptionally important, because that will send out a message about your agency or
Absolutely.
your company as well.
Yeah, so that's the next step also, is that you want to be in the game, or at least be in consideration, you want to be in contention. And in order to do so, the caliber of the work that you put should equal the kind of the caliber of the commitment represented by the judges that are in the room. So it has been so impressive to see not only the caliber of people, but the dedication and the commitment that these senior leaders in our industry take, the time that they take. We give every single entry its due. In my experience, nothing is dismissed. And we even, try and think perhaps a little beyond what's on the written page, recognizing that there might be just a variety of resources available to some agencies to put an entry together. And as such, I won't call it benefit of the doubt, because you really should judge based on the information that you've received. But we too try and use it, maybe inject our own experience. Well, is there a little more to this than perhaps what is just communicated in a line or two?
Yeah, and of course sometimes clients don't always allow all the information to be used.
That's a very good point, and it is in those regards where those kinds of conversations come into play as well.
So you're our Chair of Judges this year. What do you think the big themes are going to be? Because these are the 2013 awards. They're about to be launched, and we're going to be putting the call out for entries. Are there any particular themes you expect to see, or things you'd like to see?
Yeah, somewhere in between the two, which is the fact that we're all in a very competitive business environment, a very competitive marketplace environment. We also know that in PR, we have always had always been in a situation whereby there's so many marketing dollars to go around, and where are they going? So vying for a piece of the pie, so to speak. And some of the lines are now a little, blurry when you think about expansion into social media space. And as such, the marketers, these and clients are certainly going to be looking on return on investment, and as such, being able to show that, what your success has been, what your return has been, and what rigors did you put behind measurement, I think is important to see, but it's also important to have embedded into all work and our industry, in its entirety, because it needs that rigor to have the import that it should.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Christine. And finally, we're introducing a discretionary award this year, which actually the editorial team and you as chair will be part of choosing. But this is Communicator of the Year. Can you think of anyone who you really look up to as a communicator? Not necessarily in the industry, it could be someone just out in the general populace. I am a mother, and I will say that even though I have one child, I love them all equally. So I don't know if there's any one particular that that either stands out or that I would want to name. But let me, maybe I'll whisper it to you. Okay, well, we'll have to have a chat about that when we get down to our discussions. Yeah. All right, well, thanks for joining us today, and we very much look forward to working with you as chair of judges this year. It's going to be a great process, and do look, everybody do look out for the call for entries, and we look forward to helping you along the way. We're going to do a webcast with Christine and some other guests in August on how to win a PRWeek Award, so do look out for that, and we'll have all the details on our website, PRWeekUS.com. Thanks very much, Christine.
Thank you. And then again, I'm honored. Thank you very much, Steve.
It's our pleasure.